Alright, so in this video I'm going to be doing a review on the HVLP gun from Harbor Freight. Now this one's item 66222. This one is their pricier model. This isn't like the $12.99 or $14.99 gun you typically see on sale. So this is supposed to be their better model of HVLP gun. It's supposed to get a better finish than the other guns. This one runs for $34.99, and it kind of does look like the other, like the $14.99 guns. I did open this up to check if everything was in there. So it's already opened up here. Now, what I did at Harbor Freight was I actually grabbed the gun and I checked all the fittings and made sure everything was nice and tight. There was nothing like really loose on there. So I think I got a good one this time, hopefully. My past couple of reviews I've been getting some really crappy guns. But anyways, you get a regulator with this one, and I think that's why it costs a little bit more too. Because you get the regulator. Of course you get your cup. The fitting on this looks much better than the rest of them that I saw out there at Harbor Freight. Also you get your manual, of course. You also get a toolkit here, a spanner wrench, a cleaning brush, and this filter here. And also you get this tool right here. This one actually removes the inside part of the gun behind the nozzle and the tip. This wrench alone here will disassemble the whole gun. So that's all you need. If you end up buying one of these, don't lose that. And of course, last but not least, your gun. So this is a gun right here. It looks just like the other ones. It's not. It's like a different shade of purple. Like the other ones. They all have their own different shades. They're all purple in general, but they're just different shades. So this gun, like I said, I opened it up at Harbor Freight and I checked it out, made sure none of this stuff was all loose. That's always the best thing to do. And these guns aren't in sealed bags anymore, so they're kind of like a Ziploc type bag, so you can actually like open it up and take a look. Depending on your store, don't just go to Harbor Freight and start opening boxes and checking everything out. You might get in trouble for that. But I usually what I do is if I'm gonna buy that product, I'm gonna actually open up the box and take a look at it. Especially now because the previous guns I've been having problems with them, especially when they're brand new and they end up leaking and everything. So this one doesn't look like it's a leaker. I actually assembled the cup here, and just like that, without any Teflon tape, I ended up putting some vacuum on it, and I didn't get any leaks. So just a quick look there. Alright, so I've prepped this piece here. It's just a small piece of 3/16 steel. Now I'm going to be painting this candy apple green. What I've gone ahead and done is just sprayed the base coat, and I've done that with my Harbor Freight, supposedly an HVLP gun, but this is like the cheaper model, the $14.99 gun. It's always on sale for $14.99 or $12.99. So this is the kind of finish that I get with this type of gun. I'm gonna let this flash for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna throw a candy apple green on top of this with the new HVLP gun, and hopefully it comes out good. I think I have the settings more or less set pretty good, but hopefully it'll end up being a good gun. I already have the candy apple green paint inside of it ready to shoot. I'm just gonna wait for this to flash off for a little bit. Alright, so the paint has flashed off already. What I'm going to be doing now is shooting the candy over it. So I'm going to be doing this with the with 20 psi running through the gun. So I'm just going to give it a light coating like the manufacturer's instructions, and then I'm going to be coming in and giving it some additional coats. Alright, so it's flashed off a little bit, and I'm going to give it another coat. You see I got a little piece of junk right there, but the rest of it looks pretty good. This is lacquer, so it's going to orange peel either way. With like urethane paints, you'll get the reducer to like make the paint flow better. If you reduce it pretty good, that's the thing about urethane paints, that they flow real good. This Duplicolor stuff that I'm using doesn't flow at all unless it's cold temperatures. Alright, so this is pretty much touchable now. I've given it about half an hour. This dust got all over it. Kind of looks like crap. It has orange peel galore. The paint kind of flowed out. I put it in the shade, and it kind of flowed a little bit, and a lot of the orange peel kind of just went away. But there's still a lot of orange peel in there. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's also a lot of dust that got in my paint, so it makes it look like really bad orange peel, but it's not that. I mean, it has a nice glossy, I can see myself in there. It has a glossy shine to it. You can kind of see the background there. Gun actually lays pretty good. Lays down paint well. It's just that it lays too much of it. When it comes to painting, if I'm doing like motorcycle fairings or whatever, I want to get the not too much paint on there, but you know, as little as possible, but even get a decent coverage on there. The gun is great, no leaks. There's still some. It's already been maybe about an hour now. No, not even. It has to be like 2 hours, going on 3 hours. And I have some paint still left, and it hasn't leaked at all, so this gun is actually worth the buying. But the only thing that's, well, what I don't like about this gun is the settings. You have to get the settings just right, and if you're using high-end paint or even this cheap well, it's not even so cheap, but even if you use this Duplicolor stuff and you're doing some test panels, you're gonna end up going through a lot of paint just screwing around with the settings. So what I've done was I tightened it all the way in, and I went a quarter of a turn at a time. And when I felt that there was too much paint coming out, I would stop and I'd readjust it and go in a little bit more. When it comes to the spray, that's pretty easy to adjust. I mean, it's pretty much dead on spot or a large spray pattern, and this gun has a huge spray pattern on it. Now it's not gonna work out for my needs because my motorcycle plastics are too small. They're not large. So when it comes to painting like my small pieces, I'm not gonna be able to do it with this gun very well because I'm gonna get a lot of overspray. There's some parts that are like they fit in my palm, and if I'm shooting, you know, some spray over it, I'm gonna get a lot of wasted paint just drifting off. So for my needs, I'm gonna hold on to the gun. I don't think I'm gonna return it. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe if I ever paint a car, I'll use this. But I mean, I recommend it. It's a good gun, especially when it comes to painting like a hood or a car. Then that's when you want to get this kind of gun. Since most of the stuff I do is pretty small, and fairings and just small stuff like that, I can get away with my small little Harbor Freight detail gun, which I still need to do a review on. But yeah, I mean, the gun's pretty good. I like it. It's worth the $35 if you can get a 25% coupon like I did. You can get it dropped down to $26. But I really like the gun. I don't like the regulator at all. I might just get the digital one. That's just my preference. It's too big, it's too heavy for me. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos as always. Until next time, thanks for watching.